Hi friends, this week for writing we're going to work on our persuasive writing again, but also today Miss Lorman has a little bit of some new stuff to talk to you guys about with writing. So let's go over last week. Remember that Miss Lorman talked to you guys about doing what's called Oreo persuasive writing. So remember, Oreo is spelled O-R-E-O, and that's just to help you to remember the different parts that you need to have in a persuasive letter or like a persuasive paper that you write. So remember that O stands for your opinion. Your opinion is how you feel about the topic. After you tell me how you feel about the topic, the next thing is the R, or the reasons. A lot of the time when we've been writing our persuasive writing, you have to tell me how many reasons. 3, very good. You have to tell Miss Lorman at least 3 reasons why you have that opinion. Remember, you're trying to persuade me to think the same thing as you. And then also with reasons are the E, the examples. Sometimes your examples may be your reasons. You're just kind of giving me more details or more reasons why I should like that thing that you like. And then at the very end is another O, which stands for opinion again. But this time you're telling me your opinion with feeling, so how it makes you feel. So for this week, you guys are going to get to do a new persuasive writing, and it's going to look like this. So this is called a letter. What's it called? A letter. Very good. And so a letter is just a kind of writing that has a few different things that we haven't talked about yet. So that's why Miss Lorman made this poster to share with you. Now you'll notice on Miss Lorman's poster that there's a green box at the top, and then there's this big orange box in the middle. And then way down here at the bottom, there's a small red box and a small blue box. So let me tell you kind of what those different parts are, because they're the different parts of a letter. So this green box right here is called the greeting. What's it called? A greeting. And so just like we had our greetings in our classes when you would come in the morning, and Miss Norman would say, oh, how would you like to be greeted this morning? Do you want a handshake or a hand wave, a high five or a hug or a fist bump? A greeting is kind of like how you say hello to someone. So in a letter, the greeting is the very first thing. And let me tell you, always, always, always in a letter, you're going to start it with this first word right here that starts with the letter D, and that's the word dear. So your letter will always say dear and then someone's name. Miss Orman's letter is to Miss Mercado, so mine says Dear Miss Mercado. So remember, this green part is called the greeting. It's called the what? The greeting. Very good. So next is this orange box, and it's really big. This is like almost the whole letter, isn't it? So this part of the letter is called the body. What's it called? The body. Kind of like we have a body, right? This is the body of your letter. This is where you're going to write for everything you want to tell me. You're going to write me your opinion and all 3 of your reasons and your examples why you have that opinion. So this part is called the body. It's called the what? The body. Good job. And I'm going to read it to you in just a minute, but I want to keep telling you about the different parts of a letter first. So we have the greeting, the body, and then way down here where this red box is, this is called the closing. It's called the what? The closing. Very good. And so the closing is kind of like how you say goodbye. And so Miss Orman wrote the word love. Now you don't have to write the word love. You can write the word from, or sometimes people, and when they write a letter, they say signed. So any way that you kind of want to say bye, but Miss Orman wrote the word love. And then the very last thing you have to put on your letter is what's called the signature. And the signature means that you write your name, because don't you think someone wants to know who the letter's from? Yeah. And so if you forget to sign your name or do the signature at the bottom, they're not going to know. So your signature, is it going to say Miss Lorman? No, because that's not your name. Yours will say your name at the bottom. All right, so let's go over all the 4 parts of a letter. First is the what? The greeting. Awesome job. After the greeting is this big orange part called the body. Good job. And that's where you write everything you want to tell me. Your opinion, your reasons, your examples, and then at the end, give me your opinion with feeling. Good. So greeting, body, and then this red part is called the what? The closing. Good job. And that's when you write kind of like you're saying bye, so love or from or signed. And then after that, in the blue box, you have to put your what? your name, and that's called the signature. Good job. So what you're going to get to do today is what Miss Norman did, and you're going to get to write a letter to me about what your favorite day of the week is. So I wrote a letter to share with you guys to Miss Brocado about what my favorite day of the week is. But here's the thing, I didn't just tell Miss Brocado what it was. I'm trying to persuade her, so I did Oreo writing to try to persuade Miss Brocado to have the same favorite day of the week as Miss Norman. So let's see if I can persuade her. Here we go. It says, "Dear Miss Brocado, my favorite day is Monday." So there's my opinion. It is my favorite because I get to see my students. So there's my first reason. We go to school on Monday and tell what we did on the weekend. There's my second reason. On Mondays, we learn our new sight word for the week. So there's my third reason. I love Monday the most. And then did you see how at the end I told you my opinion again, but I told you with feeling, right? Because I said I love, and love is a feeling. Very good. And so then at the end I closed it out and I said, love Miss Dorman. So now it's your turn to write a letter to me about what your favorite day of the week is with 3 or more reasons. How many reasons? 3 or more. Why it's your favorite day of the week. Remember, you're trying to persuade Miss Norman. So don't forget to use your Oreo and then have all the parts of a letter. A greeting, the big body, and then a closing and your signature, okay? And then when you finish writing your letter, have someone in your family take a picture of it and send it to Miss Norman, and let's see if you can persuade me to have the same favorite day as you. Bye, guys.